Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss the example for Newton-Raphson method. By taking x is equals to 0.6 as the first approximation. So where we have x naught is equals to 0.6. Use the Newton-Raphson method to find the root of the equation where we have fx is equals to x multiplied with the exponent x minus 1. Correct to three significant figures. So here we have the function for fx. Next, find the f prime x, where we have to differentiate x multiplied with the exponent x by using the product rule. So where we have exponent x multiplied with the 1 plus x, differentiate the exponent x and we will have exponent x. Differentiate the negative 1 and we will have 0. So kindly substitute the situation into the formula, where we have x1 is equals to 0.6 minus bracket 0.6 multiplied with the exponent 0.6 minus 1 over exponent 0.6 plus with 0.6 multiplied with the exponent 0.6. Make use of the calculator. X1 will be equals to 0.56807. Kindly substitute the value. Repeat the situation. So x2 is equals to repeat the situation and we will have x2 is equals to, so keep on repeating the situation and we will have x3 is equals to x4 is equals to, and we notice that where we have the repeated situation, so it means that the root will be x is equals to, so kindly express the situation in three significant figures. I'm going to discuss the example for circle. Here we have the situation. Find the equation of the circle which passes through the point where we have A with the coordinate 1, 3, B with the coordinate negative 1, 1, and has its diameter on the line x plus 2y equals to 1. So here we have the situation, 2 point, 1 line. So step number 1, kindly substitute the point into the general equation. So where we have x squared plus y squared plus 2gx plus 2fy plus with the c equals to 0. Substitute the point 1, 3, and we will have 1 plus with the 9 plus with 2g plus with 6f plus with the c equals to 0. Simplify the situation and we will have 2g plus 6f plus c is equals to negative 10, the first equation. Then substitute the point b, negative 1, 1. So we will have 1 plus with the 1 minus 2g plus 2f plus c is equals to 0. Simplify the situation. Negative 2g plus 2f plus with the c equals to negative 2, where we have the second equation. Next, substitute the center where we have c is equals to negative g, negative f, into the line or the diameter. So where we have negative g minus 2f is equals to 1. So here we have the third equation. Kindly rearrange the situation for the third equation where we have g is equals to negative 1, negative 2f. Next is to eliminate the c. Kindly refers to the first and the second equation. So my suggestion would be the second equation minus the first equation. So where we have negative 2g minus with 2g and we will have negative 4g. Next, 2f minus 6f and we will have negative 4f. Next, c minus with the c and we will obtain 0. Finally, negative 2 minus with the negative 10 and we will have 8. Simplify the situation. So we will have divide negative 4. So g plus with the f equals to 8 divided with negative 4 and we will have negative 2. So here we have the fourth equation. Kindly substitute the third equation into the fourth equation. So we will have negative 1, negative 2f, plus with the f is equals to negative 2. Rearrange the situation. So here we will have negative f is equals to negative 2 plus with the 1. So negative f is equals to negative 1. So finally, f is equals to 1. Next is to substitute the f equals to 1 into this part. So we will have g is equals to negative 1, negative 2 multiplied with the 1. So we will have g is equals to negative 3. Next, substitute the f equals to 1 and g equals to negative 3 into the second equation. So where we will have negative 2 multiplied with the negative 3 plus 2 multiplied with the 1 plus with the c equals to negative 2. And we will have 6 plus with the 2 plus with the c equals to negative 2. So c is equals to negative 2 minus with the 8. So c will be equals to negative 10. Next, kindly substitute the value f, g, and c into the general form, where we have x squared plus y squared plus 2gx. So here we have g, negative 3, multiplied with the x, plus 2f, where we have 1y, plus with the c, where we have negative 10, equals to 0. So finally, x squared plus y squared minus 6x plus 2y minus 10 is equals to 0. So here we have the equation for the circle. I'm going to discuss the example for circle. Show that the line 3y minus 4x minus 42 equals to 0, where we have the straight line. Kindly express the situation y as a subject, where we have 3y is equals to 4x plus 42, where y is equals to 4x over 3 plus with 42 over 3. The situation does not intersect, where we have the equation of circle x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 6y plus 9 is equals to 0. So first what we have to do is to substitute y equals to 4x plus 42 over 3, which is the straight line, into the equation of the circle, where we have x squared plus y squared, where we have 4x plus 42 over 9, where we have squared, plus 4x minus 6 multiply with, where we have 4x plus 42 over 3 plus with the 9 equals to 0. Kindly expand the 4x plus 42, where we will have x squared plus bracket 16x squared plus 168x plus another 168x plus 1764 over 9 plus 4x minus, where we can simplify the situation, here we will have negative 2. So we will have negative 8x minus 84 plus with the 9 equals to 0. Let's simplify the situation. X squared plus, where we will have 16x squared over 9. Focus on this part, where we have 168 multiplied with the 2. So we will have 336x over 9 plus 1764 over 9, and we will have 196 minus 4x minus 75 equals to 0. Next, kindly simplify the situation, and we will have 25x squared over 9. Next, 336x over 9 minus with 4x, and we will have positive 100x over 9. Next, 196 minus 75, and we will have positive 121 equals to 0. Kindly multiply all the terms with the 9, and we will have 25x squared plus 100x plus 1089 equals to 0. Where we will have a quadratic equation, and a is equals to 25, b is equals to 100, c equals to 1089. Kindly substitute the situation into the discriminant formula, where we have b squared minus 4ac, and we will have b squared, where we will have 100 squared, minus 4 multiplied with the 25, then 1089. Simplify the situation and we will have 18,900, where we can say b squared minus 4ac is less than 0. So from here shows that the line 3y minus 4x minus 42 equals to 0 does not intersect to the circle. Next, hence determine the shorter distance between the circle and the line. Hence, determine the shorter distance between the line where we have negative 4x plus 3y minus 42 equals to 0, and the circle where we have x squared plus y squared plus 4x minus 6y plus 9 equals to 0, where we will have a is equals to negative 4, b is equals to 3, and c equals to negative 42. As for the circle, and we will have to compare the situation, 2g equals to 4 and g is equals to 2. 2f is equals to negative 6, so f is equals to negative 3. So we will have the center, negative 2 and 3. Next is to find the radius, where we have r squared is equals to g squared, where we have 4, plus with the f squared, where we will have 9 minus the c. In here the c is 9. So r squared is equals to 4, where r is equals to 2. Next, the question mentioned that shortest distance. So where we have the formula for the shorter distance, d is equals to modulus of ah plus bk plus with the c over the square root of a squared plus b squared. So in here we have the center, which is hk. Kindly substitute the situation. So d is equals to modulus of ah, where we have negative 4 multiplied with the negative 2, plus bk, plus with the c, where we have negative 42, over the square root of a squared, where we have 16 plus with the 9. So the distance will be modulus of 8 plus with the 9 minus 42 over square root of 25, and we will have 5. So d is equals to modulus of negative 25, and we will have 25 over with the 5. So the distance will be 5, means that from the center of the circle to the line, the distance will be 5. So kindly refers to the question. Question asks us to determine the shorter distance between the line and the circle. So kindly refers to the diagram. For example, here we have the center, negative 2 and 3, where we have the line blue in color. So here will be the shorter distance, where we have 5 units from the line, from the center of the circle to the line. As we all know, the radius of the circle is equals to 2. So question asks us to find the distance between the line and the circle, where we have 2. D is equals to 5 minus with the 2. So the distance between the line and the circle will be equals to 3 units. Video, I'm going to discuss the example for vector. Find the vector equation of the plane containing the line. So here we have the equation of the plane, where we have r dot n is equals to a dot n. So the question mentions that here we have the plane, and we will have the line 1 and the line 2. So in order to find the situation, first what we have to do is to express the line 1 and the line 2 in the vector equation. So let's say we have L1, which is R1 is equals to 1, 2 and negative 1, plus T1 with the direction 3, 1 and 1. So here we have the situation for L1. Next, kindly express the L2 in a vector equation. So given the situation is a Cartesian equation. So T is equals to x minus 2 over negative 2. Next, T is equals to y minus 1. Next, T is equals to z minus 1 over 3. So rearrange the situation, where we will have x is equals to 2 minus with 2t. Next, y is equals to 1 plus with the t. Next, z is equals to 1 plus with 3t. So rearrange the situation and express the situation in a vector equation. So R2 is equals to 2, 1, and 1 plus with the T2 bracket, we have the direction -2, 1, and 3. Next, kindly refers to the diagram where we have to use L1 cross L2 in order to find the normal. So where we will have the vector for L1 cross with the vector for L2. So here we have I, J, and K. Kindly substitute the situation, which means that the direction for the L1 and also the direction for the L2, where we have 3, 1, and 1, followed by -2, 1, and 3. Kindly cross the situation, close up the I, and we will have J cross with the K, where we have 3 minus with the 1. Next, kindly close up the J, and we will have I cross with the K, where we have 9 minus with the -2, so we will have +2. Next, close up the K, I cross with the J, so where we have 3 minus, we have the -2, so +2. So V1 cross with the V2, and we will have a vector which is called a normal, 2I minus 11J plus with the 5K, where we have the normal. Next, substitute the normal into this part. So, the vector equation of the plane containing the line, where we have R dot with the normal, 2, -11, and 5, equals to, where we have the A. My suggestion is to pick the point from the R1, where we have 1, 2, -1, dot with the situation, 2, -11, and 5. So here we have the vector equation. Then kindly dot the situation on the right hand side. So R dot with the normal 2, -11, and 5 equals to 2 minus 22 minus 5. So R dot with the normal is equals to -25. So here we have the vector equation of the plane containing the lines. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to discuss the example for vector. Point A, where we have the coordinate 2, 0, -1. Point B with the coordinate 1, 3, and 1. And point C with the coordinate -1, -2, and 2 are the points on a plane pi 1. Another plane pi 2 is parallel to the plane pi 1. D with the coordinate 4, 3, -2 is a point that lies on the plane 2. Find the equation of the plane 1 and plane 2. Express your answer in the form of R dot n equals to D. So, the equation for the plane R dot n is equals to A dot n. So, kindly illustrate the situation in a plane, where we have the point A, B, and C. In order to find the equation of the plane, what we have to do is to find the normal. So, before we have the normal, kindly find the vector for AB and AC. So the vector AB is equals to OB minus OA. Substitute the situation where we have 1, 3, 1 minus with the OA 2, 0, -1. So the vector AB is equals to -1, 3, and 2. For the vector AC, where we have OC minus OA. So kindly substitute the situation, -1, -2, and 2 minus with the OA, where we have 2, 0, -1. The vector AC is equals to -3, -2, and 3. Next is to find the normal, where we have to cross the situation AB cross with the AC in order to find the normal. So kindly substitute the situation, where we have -1, 3, and 2, followed by -3, -2, and 3. Next, close up the I, J cross with the K. So here we will have 9 minus, we have -4, so we will have +4. Close up the J, I cross with the K. So we will have negative 3 minus negative 6, where we will have positive 6. Next, close out the k, I cross with the j, where we have 2 minus, where we have negative 9, so we will have positive 9. So AB cross with the AC, and the normal will be 13I minus 3j plus 11k. So here we have the normal for the plane 1. Kindly substitute the situation. R dot with the n, where we have 13, negative 3 and 11 equals to point A. Kindly substitute the point A, where we have 2, 0, negative 1. Dot with the situation normal. Kindly focus on the right hand side, where we have R dot with the n equals to 26 minus 11. So R dot with the situation 13, negative 3 and 11 equals to 15. So here we have the plane for pi 1. Next is to find the plane 1, where we have the situation. The plane 2 is parallel to the plane 1, means that they are having the same normal. So kindly substitute the situation, where we have R dot with the n, 13, negative 3 and 11 equals to A is the point. So kindly refers to this part where we have the D is a point lies on the plane 2. So substitute 4, 3 and negative 2 dot with 13, negative 3, 11. So R dot with the n equals to, we have 52 minus with the 9 minus with 22. Simplify the situation. R dot with the n is equals to 21. So here we have the equation of plane pi 2. Next, find the angle between the straight line where we have R is equals to 1, 2, negative 4 plus lambda with the direction 2, negative 1 and 1 and the plane 2. So here we have the direction. So given the situation, so kindly refers to the diagram. Here we have the plane 1 and the line R with the direction 2, negative 1 and 1. Referring to the plane 1, we also have the direction, which is the normal, with the direction where we have 13, negative 3 and 11. So here with the normal for plane 1. And here we have the direction for the line. So kindly make use of the scalar product, where we have 2, negative 1, 1 dot with the situation 13, negative 3, 11 equals to the magnitude for the direction 1, where we have 4 plus with the 1 plus with the 1 multiply with 13 square plus with 9 plus with the 11 squared cos theta. Focus on the left hand side, where we have 26 plus with the 3 plus with the 11 is equals to square root of 6 multiply with the square root of 299 cos theta. So rearrange the situation. So here we will have cos theta is equals to 40 over square root of 6 multiply square root of 299. So in here, cos theta is equals to 0.9444. So theta will be equals to 19.2 degree. So means that here we have the theta. So in order to find the angle between the line and the plane, so here will be our focus. So mainly name it as A. So here we will have the theta as well. So kindly focus on the situation where we have 180 degree minus with the 90 degree minus with 19.2 degree, and we will have the angle for A. So the angle for A, or we can say the angle between the line and the plane, is equals to 70.8 degree. In this video, I'm going to discuss the example for random variable. A discrete random variable has the probability distribution function given by the situation with the domain 0 until 5 with the integer, where k is a constant. So my suggestion is to construct a table where we have the random variable 0 followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then we have the probabilities that kindly substitute the situation. If we substitute 0 and we will have 3k over 2 followed by, if we substitute 1 and we will have 3 over 2 minus 1 where we will have k over 2. If we substitute 2 and we will have 3 over 2 minus with the 2 and we will have k over 2. Next, substitute the 3 and we will have 3k over 2 followed by 4 and we will have 5k over 2. Next, if we substitute 5 and we will have 7k over 2. Kindly refers to A. Determine the value of k. As we all know, the question mentions that we're having a discrete random variable, so meaning that the summation for the probability is equals to 1. So means that where we have to add on the 3k plus with the k and 3k plus with 5k and 7k over 2 is equals to 1. If we sum up everything and we will have 20k over 2 where we have 10k is equals to 1. So k is equals to 1 over 10. So kindly substitute the k into the table. So referring to the 0 and we will have 3 over 20. By referring to 1 and we will have 1 over 20. By referring to 2 and we will have 1 over 20. Next, 3 over 20, followed by 5 over 20, and finally 7 over 20. Next, find the C, which is the mean and the variance for the x. So my suggestion is to multiply the x with the probability, and we will have 0, followed by 1 over 20, 2 over 20, 9 over 20, 20 over 20, and 35 over 20. Next, x squared multiply with the probability, and we will have 0, followed by 1 over 20. Next, we will have 4 over 20. Next, we will have 27 over 20. Next, we will have 16 multiply with the 5. And we will have 80 over 20. Finally, we have 5 squared, which is 25, multiply with the 7, and we will have 175 over 20. In order to find the mean, what we have to do is to refer to the situation Ex is equals to summation for the x multiply with the probability. So kindly refers to the blue in color and sum up the situation where we will have 1 plus with the 2 plus with the 9 plus with the 20 and also the 35 over 20. If we sum up the situation, and we will have 67 over 20 for the expected value or the mean. Or we can express as 3.35. Next is to find the Ex squared, where we have Ex squared meaning that summation for the situation x squared multiply with the probability. So refers to the red in color, sum up the situation, and we will have 1 plus with the 4 plus with the 27 plus with the 80 and finally 175 over 20. And we will have the Ex squared is equals to 287 over 20. Or we can express as 14.35. Next is to find the variance. So variance is equals to Ex squared, where we have 287 over 20 minus 67 over 20 squared. So the variance is equals to 1251 over 400 or 3.1275. Kindly round up the situation, 3.13. Next, by referring to the situation, find the Ey and also the variance y, where we have Ey is equals to 7 minus 2x. By using the properties, and we will have E7 minus 2ex. So the EY is equals to 7 minus 2 multiplied with 67 over 20. So the EY is equals to 0.3. Next, we have the variance Y, where we have 7 minus 2x is equals to variance 7 plus where we have negative 2 squared variance x. So simplify the situation, we will have 4 multiplied with the variance, where we have 1251 over 400. So variance Y is equals to 12.51. Video, I'm going to discuss the situation for random variable. The probability density function of a continuous random variable x is given by, we have the function. So my suggestion is to illustrate the situation in a number line, where we have 0 until 1 for the function x, followed by 1 until m for the function 2 minus x. Otherwise, the function is 0. Where m is the positive constant, shows that m is equals to 2. So refers to the question, that mentions that probability density function of a continuous random variable means that integrate from negative infinity until infinity for the function fx with respect to x, and we will have 1. So integrate from 0 until 1 for the function x with respect to x, plus integrate 2 minus x with respect to x from the limit 1 to m is equals to 1. Kindly integrate the situation, x squared over 2 with the limit 1, 0. Plus, we have 2 minus x squared over 2 multiplied with the negative 1 with the limit m and 1 is equals to 1. Substitute the situation, and we will have 1 over 2 minus 0 plus bracket 2 minus with the m bracket square over negative 2 minus, we have the situation, if we substitute 1, and we will have 1 squared, which is 1 over negative 2 is equals to 1. Simplify the situation, 2 minus m bracket square over negative 2 plus with 1 over 2 plus with another 1 over 2 is equals to 1. So from here, we can simplify the situation. 2 minus m bracket square over negative 2 is equals to 0. So 2 minus m bracket square is equals to 0. So m is equals to 2. So we already shown the situation. B. Calculate the probabilities that from 0.5 until 1.5. So integrate from 1 over 2 until 1 with the function x dx, plus from 1 until 1.5 where we have 3 over 2 for the function 2 minus x with respect to x. Kindly integrate the situation, x squared over 2 with the limit 1 until 1 and 1 over 2. Kindly substitute the situation, 1 over 2 bracket where we have 1 minus 1 over 4. Simplify the situation, 1 over 2 multiply with 3 over 4, and we will have 3 over 8. Next, focus on this part where we have 2 minus x bracket square over negative 2 with the limit 3 over 2 and 1. Simplify the situation, negative 1 over 2 bracket, if we substitute 3 over 2, substitute 3 over 2, and we will have 2 minus with the 3 over 2, and we will have 1 over 2 squared, where we will have 1 over 4, minus with, if we substitute 1, and we will have 1. So simplify the situation, negative 1 over 2 bracket, we will have negative 3 over 4. So plus 3 over 8. So the probabilities from 0.5 until 1.5, and the probability will be 6 over 8, which is 3 over 4 or 0.75. Next is to find the mean. So the formula for mean will be negative infinity until infinity for the function x multiplied with the function fx with respect to x. So integrate from 0 until 1 for the function x squared with respect to x, plus from the function 2x minus x squared with respect to x for the limit 1 to 2. Kindly integrate the situation. X to the power of 3 bracket where we have 1 over 3 limit 1 and 0. Kindly substitute the situation. 1 over 3 multiply with 1 minus 0. So the situation will be 1 over 3. Focus on the second part. We have x squared minus with x to the power of 3 over 3 with the limit 2 and 1. Next, substitute the 2 and we will have x squared minus x to the power of 3 over 3 with the value 2 and we will have 4 over 3. If we substitute 1 and we will obtain 2 over 3. Simplify the situation. So plus with 2 over 3. So the expected value or the mean is equals to 1. Next is to find the e x squared where we have the function integrate from negative infinity until infinity for the function x squared multiply with the fx with respect to x. So integrate from 0 until 1 x to the power of 3 with respect to x plus integrate from 1 until 2 for the function 2x squared minus x to the power of 3 with respect to x. So x to the power of 4 bracket we have 1 over 4 with the limit 1 0 plus we have 2x to the power of 3 over 3 minus x to the power of 4 over 4 with the limit 2 and 1. Kindly substitute the situation and we will have 1 over 4 plus if we substitute the 2 into the function and we will have 4 over 3 minus with if we substitute the value 1 and we will have 5 over 12. Simplify the situation. 1 over 4 plus with the 11 over 12. Finally, the e x squared is equals to 7 over 6. Next is to find the variance. So variance is equals to e x squared minus with the expected value squared. So in here we have 7 over 6 minus with the 1. So the variance is equals to 1 over 6. In this video, I'm going to discuss the situation for special probability distribution. It is known that 10% where we have 0.1 of the patient with high fever are confirmed to be suffering from the dengue fever. If 20% where we have n patient with high fever are randomly chosen, find the probabilities that. So first of all, we must have the title. X is binarily distributed with n20 and 0.1 for the fever. Number 1, probabilities that less than 6 are confirmed to be suffering from the fever. So in here, modify the situation. 1 minus probabilities that x greater equals to 7 by referring to the table where we have n is equals to 20 and the probability of p is 0.1. Kindly refers to the table for the situation x greater equals to 7 and we have 1 minus 0.0024. So the probabilities that x less than 6 is equals to 0.9976. Number 2, exactly 15 patients with high fever are confirmed to be free of the fever. So in here the keyword is free from the fever. We have 15 patients. So means that exactly 5 of them are having fever. Exactly 5 of them are suffering from the fever. So by referring to the formula, probabilities that x is greater equals to 5 minus with the probabilities that x greater equals to 6. By referring to the table, here we have 0.0432 minus, for the situation x greater equals to 6 and we will have the probability 0.0113. So probabilities that x is equals to 5 suffering the fever is equals to 0.0319. Another example, it is known that we have 10% means that 0.1 of the patient with high fever are confirmed to be suffering from the fever. If 100 patient, so means that x is binomially distributed with 100 patient and with the probability for fever is 0.1. Next, kindly refers to the situation. Here we have the n which is greater than 50. So what we have to do is to change the title. X is Poissonally distributed with the situation lambda, where we have NP. So the lambda will be equals to 10. So by referring to the situation, the lambda must be less than equals to 5. Then only said to be suitable to use the Poisson distribution. Next, kindly switch the situation to normal distribution, where we have the mean is 10, variance, and PQ, where we have 9. So kindly express the situation in standard deviation squared. So where we have 3 squared is equals to 9. So do remember continuity correction. By referring to the question, approximate the probability that from 10 to 15 patients are confirmed to be suffering from the fever. So here we have the situation. So first what we have to do is to have the continuity correction. So the situation will be probability stat 9.5 and then 15.5. That will be the correction. The following step is to standardize the situation, where we have 9.5 minus with the 10 over 3. Then Z, then we have 15.5 minus with the 10 over 3. Simplify the situation. Probability stat, where we have negative 0.17. Then we have 1.83. By referring to the diagram, locate the value of Z, shaded the region. Kindly construct the formula, where we have 1 minus, eliminate these part. Probability stat Z greater than 1.83. Minus with the second part, where we have to flip the situation. 0.17. So here will be the shaded region. So what we have to do is to eliminate this part, where we have probability stat Z greater than 0.17. Kindly refers to the table. 1 minus 0.0336 minus with 0.4325. So the probability stat X is greater equals to 10 and less than equals to 15 will be equals to 0.5339. Next, number 2. Find the value of K such that the probability stat more than K patient. So here we have X and K. More than K patient are confirmed to be suffering from the fever is 0.025. So step number one is to have continuity correction for the K, where we have X is greater equals to K plus with the 0.5 equals to 0.025. Next is to standardize the situation, where we have K plus 0.5 minus 10 over 3 equals to 0.025. Next, refers to the diagram. Locate the value K on the left. Refers to the situation K Z greater equals to the situation where we have to shaded the region. Then refers to the answer where we have the probability 0.025. So does the region make sense that we have the probability 0.025? And I believe the answer is no. Kindly locate the Z on the right. Refers to the situation Z is greater equals to, and here we have the shaded region. So this makes sense because the area is 0.025. Next, by referring to the table where we have the alpha value 0.025 and the value of Z is equals to 1.96. So Z will be K plus 0.5 minus 10 over 3 equals to 1.96. Rearrange the situation. K is equals to 3 multiplied 1.96 minus with 0.5 plus with the 10. So the value of K is equals to 15.38. So K represent the patient. So approximately K is equals to 15 patient. Thanks for watching this video. If you think the video is useful, kindly consider to like, comment, share and subscribe.